Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I thought I'd jump on and give you a flip through of all of my Bible journaling entries through the month of February. It's kind of funny because I felt like I hadn't really done that much journaling in February, but I ended up with like 20 entries or so I actually did quite a bit of journaling with how crazy the month was. So it's a variety of different kits and things I've worked through. Some you've seen, some you haven't, so let's jump right in. These are in no particular order, just going from the front of my Bible to the back. This one here is probably hands down my favorite entry ever in my entire journaling history. This one is in 1 Samuel chapter 12 verse 24. I have a process video for this one and some stuff over on my blog. I will link it down below. I talk about kind of my heart behind covering the text versus not covering the text, and really just dig deep into the meaning of Bible journaling for me. And then also on my blog, I dig into the verse and kind of my thoughts on serving with all my heart and just a whole bunch of goodness. So definitely go check that out. And you can see that process video. I won't really talk too much about what all is, you know, how the page came together, because there is a video showing how that came together. But so I love the heart behind it, and I just love how pretty it came out. I really, really love just kind of letting loose and enjoying the process, and this was really one of my favorite entries. So I used some printables from Illustrated Faith, some digital printables that I got from Maggie Holmes, and then some goodies like that. So definitely check out that process video. Like I said, I'll have videos linked down below if there was a process for the entry. This one here, I think actually was technically the end of January, but I never shared it anywhere. And this is for Psalm, let me tell you, Psalm 86, verse 11. And this was one that I did. I have a group of girls that I meet with every month, and we do a class, and we do just different techniques. And I was talking about different ways to use stencils. And so this class is really nice because I finally get a chance to actually sit down and create with them and not just teach. And so I was able to actually spend some time creating a page. And so this was just some acrylic paint through a stencil. I did some stamping with, let me grab them, some Tim Holtz foam stamps, and just really just kind of a fun, pretty entry. And this was using a devotional kit from, is it Pitter and Glink? Have to think about it, Pitter and Glink, and I'll link that down below also. It was a free devotional. All right, heading on over, this is Psalm 139 verses, I think 16 and 17. This was working through the This Is Love devotional kit from Illustrated Faith and Dayspring. And I have a process video for how I created the little die cut letters, and then I just kind of did the page off screen. This one has a lot of fun texture. I don't know if you can see the like sand texture. These are some texture pebbles from Bria Reese that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I mixed them with some acrylic, like white acrylic paint, and applied that to the page, and then used some Neo colors and then some elements from the This Is Love kit and some stitching detail. Really love how this one came out. I love the colors of the This Is Love kit. All the entries, I really like kind of how they came out using that color scheme. So there is that. This is just a teeny tiny little entry as I'm working through Lent. I have a video talking about what my plans were for Lent, and I've occasionally jumped over into my Bible just to write out a really quick prayer. And I wanted to show you this so you can see it does not have to be these lengthy, elaborate processes that use all kind of products. I just used some printables from Illustrated Faith. I created my own printables with some fonts and some Faber-Castell markers. Wrote a prayer, that was it, called it done. So this is in Isaiah chapter 61. Verse 1, talking about how Jesus is the deliverer, and I just wrote a quick prayer, and that's okay. Maybe you're not wanting to do elaborate scrapbooky style Bible journaling. Maybe just write quick prayers down in your journaling Bible. It's a fun way to use it. So there is that. Here's an entry in Jeremiah 1:5 for the This Is Love devotional kit. Again, using the Neo Color 2s, using some elements from the kit, and some die cuts from the You Are Loved collection. Simple. I don't think that there is a process for this. I think I just kind of threw it together behind the scenes. This one here, there is a process for. This is working through the Revival Devotional Kit from By the Well for God, and I created this little piece here that has stuck, but I can flip it up, wrote a little prayer, and this one is in Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 26 and 27, and so you can check out that process video on my channel. I loved this kit. It was really, really fun to work through. It had really great devotional content. It was just super cute with the llamas. This one here, I have a video for recently reviewing some brush watercolor markers from Arteza. This is in Matthew 28 verses down here at the bottom, I believe is 19 and 20 or 18 through 20. I do have a blog post on this one also talking about the verse. So, and this is a just gesso and those watercolor markers. And I love the colors. I love how the like hand lettered scripting looked. So if you're curious how that came together, definitely check out that video. Here we're working through the This Is Love devotional kit. This is for John 3:16, which is actually over on this page, but I went ahead and just journaled it again over here. Did some stamping with the Neo colors, used some elements from the devotional kit, kept it fairly simple. I don't believe, there might be a process for this. If there's a process for this, I will link it down below for you. This one was an entry using the Revival Devotional Kit from By the Well for God. I just took some watercolors and recreated some of the geometric patterns that was in the elements, did some hand lettering, did a little journaling over here, and called it good. So again, it doesn't have to be super elaborate. A lot of times if I'm not on camera, this is kind of how my entries look, just some watercolors, some lettering, and some journaling. Keep it really simple. This is in John 20 verse 22. This one here is another one from the Revival Devotional Kit. A cute little llama. Used some Neo Color 2s and the stickers from the kit. This is in Acts chapter 2 verses 36 through 41. Talking about allowing the Holy Spirit to lead you to go out and minister to others. So cute little llama, super cute. This kit is still available over at By the Well for God if you're interested, so you can check that out. This is an entry for, sorry, I forgot to silence my phone. All right, so this is an entry for This Is Love from Illustrated Faith. Yes, there is a video for this one, creating this tip-in piece, because the verses over here, it's Romans 8:38, I believe, through 39, or 37 through 39. Anyways, I'd already journaled it, and so I decided to go ahead and just create a tip-in and document some song lyrics using some pieces from that kit and the You Are Loved collection. So check out that video if you want to see how that came together. This is from the Revival kit, and you can kind of see why I like working through kits. So I'm able to just right away know, based off the colors and that kind of thing, which kit these came from. And so for me, that's helpful. Just if I had questions about what I was working through here, what the journaling was, I can go and pull that devotional back out and read it, because I kept some elements similar through working through the devotional. So use some elements from that devotional kit. I don't think that there is a process video for this one. Just did some ink smushing with some watercolors, kind of backed that piece there. Really love the florals and colors in that kit. It was really, really pretty. This is 1 Corinthians 13 verse 12. This one here is kind of a little like unfinished, but I'm going to tell you my thought process. So again, I teach that monthly class. I just taught it this last weekend, and we did these 3D butterflies in our Bibles. And this verse, 2 Corinthians 5:17, I was going to do some journaling, but I decided to wait because the new devotional kit from Illustrated Faith, I think, might end up touching on this verse. And so I want to leave myself room to come back in with that kit and journal and document, but I did want to join in with the girls and paint a butterfly and put it in here. So this is kind of, you're seeing you know, maybe a page that evolves over time. And so it'll be kind of a mixture of things. So I can look at this, remember my time with those girls, and then I'll also have that room to work through that devotional kit here as well. So, and this is just a butterfly printed out on mixed media paper, and then I painted it in with watercolors, cut it in half, and then just inserted it like a tip-in in my Bible. Super simple, not complicated at all, and I love having that like pop-up effect with it. Super pretty. I want to figure out some ways to do that with all kinds of things in my Bible. This one here is using the Creative Retreats Faith Art Box for February. There is a process video over on their channel for this entry. It was super kind of simple with some acrylic paint and using products from their kit, so definitely go check that out. I'll have it linked down below. This is Ephesians 2:4-5. And kind of my style, I've started making sure I leave myself plenty of room to journal or leave a little prayer, something like that. This one again is the This Is Love kit from Illustrated Faith. There is not a process video for this one. This is in Ephesians 2:10. So I'm using those die cuts that I used distress oxides with, and these were super fun. I'm going to be using this process a lot more often, so definitely check out that video showing how to make these kind of mixed media alphas. Used some elements from the kit, did some stamping with some neo colors. I loved that effect for this kit. Gave you that watercolor look with a little bit more control and a lot of vibrancy. So I'm brand new to Neocolor 2s, and this is the first time I've used them, and I'm loving them. They are showing up on everything right now, so be ready. And I will link down below, By the Well for God sells the Neocolor 2s individually, and I believe it's buy 10, get 1 free. So I think you get 10 for about $21 plus shipping, so it's really, really good price, and you can kind of pick whatever colors you want. Another entry for This Is Love. I do have a process video for this one, kind of recreating one of the devotional cards. Also talk about how I made my own custom title stickers, which it's a technique that I'm going to be using again and again. I really loved how that looked, and plan on doing that in the future. And then also use some elements from the kit. So this is Colossians 3:12. Yes, Colossians 3:12. Put on love. Okay, here we've got an entry from the This Is Love, and this is some paper from the You Are Loved collection, and then I only adhered it on the bottom, so I can still lift it up and peek under and read the text, and then I used some of the cardstock stickers from that collection, my own custom titles, and this is 1 Thessalonians 1:4, and then just journaled a really quick little prayer there. This is for the Revival Kit. And this is 1 Thessalonians 5:16-18. Look at that. So what happened was I'd actually already journaled it over here. That's that rejoice always, pray without ceasing. And so I went ahead and just brought it over to this page and then made sure to give myself that verse reference. This is just using elements from the kit and the Neocolor 2s not activated with water. So I just used them like a crayon. So there's that. We're nearing the end here. I'm trying to go kind of quickly because there's a lot of entries. This is another Lent entry, so I am not journaling every single day of Lent or every prompt in that notebook that I'm keeping. Just certain ones that jump out at me. I'm just going to jump over here and really quickly do a prayer in my Bible. And similar to Shauna, I took a lot of inspiration from her, just keeping them very small, tight little entries. And I am using printables from Illustrated Faith, and then some Faber-Castell markers, writing out that prayer, and then these are elements that I created on clear sticker paper. This is in Hebrews 9:15. Another entry using the Revival Kit. I do have a process video for this one talking about stamp masking and how I masked this off to put the little llamas in the car, and so you can check that out. This is in 1 John 2:16. And then this last one here is the Creative Retreat Kits Faith Art Box for February. There is a process video for this one over on their channel using their products and some acrylic paint, and then this fun little die cut and some papers and everything pink and lovey-dovey. So this is in 1 John 4:7-21. So again, this is where the verse was on this page, but I'd already kind of journaled it, so I decided to go ahead and just journal on the opposite page. So don't feel like you have to journal exactly on the page where the verse is. You could definitely take it somewhere else. This Bible is getting very, very full. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to live in this Bible. Old Testament, I could definitely spend some more time. New Testament's really getting packed in. We'll see what happens. I'm a little nervous with the newest devotional kits coming out, whether they're going to fit in here. We'll have to see. But you know, we're getting fat. So if you have any questions about any of the entries or anything I showed, be sure to leave those down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy flip throughs and taking a look at the kind of behind the scenes what I've been doing, maybe off camera and on camera if you missed a video. And subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. That way you don't miss any future videos from me. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.